I think it was just yesterday or a couple of days ago that I did a video about Kenya, expressing my wholehearted solidarity with the protesters. Those who are willing to protest for the betterment of their welfare, their collective welfare, and for their country. In fact, what is happening in Kenya is a model for other African countries. I expect to see that in Uganda. I expect to see that in Nigeria. I expect to see that in South Africa. I expect to see that in Cameroon and other African countries. The citizens should take their destinies into their hand. They should assert their wishes, of which if the government fails to meet the demands, then they should show the government, understand, the stuff they are made of. The Igbos have a saying that when when a god or a deity misbehaves, they show it the stick from which it was carved. That is what the Kenyans are doing. And in case you are not following events in Kenya, I'm telling you, police, soldiers, everyone is running for their lives. Those in the parliament who voted for that insensitive bill are now running for their lives. In case you're not following things, let me read out the demands of Kenyans to you one after the other so that you would know that Kenyans actually want a change for them. Now, number one, the Kenyans are saying to President Ruto, he said, scrap the illegal and illegitimate chief administrative secretary. I repeat, scrap the illegal and illegitimate chief administrative secretary. That is one demand. Number two, the Kenyans are demanding from Ruto. They said removal of public funding of the office of the First Lady, Second Lady, and Prime Cabinet Secretary's spouse, and instead redirect those funds to employment of teachers and doctors. Did you understand what they said there? Very good. Number three, demand, they said scrapping of the housing levy, then publishing of audited records on how the funds have been utilized and refund for all contributors. Publish how you spend the money and then refund whatever is left now to all those who contributed to that housing levy. Number four, immediate firing of all government officials with criminal records and integrity issues. That is number four demand by the Kenyans. Then number five says reduce wastage of public funds in government, including travel. Between January and March, I said it in my video before, your Tifnubu, that stupid president, spent 8.6 billion naira on travel alone within just 3 months. 8.6 billion naira. Go to my video there, you will see where I said issues like that. In challenge, understand, to the June 12th speech that President of Nigeria delivered. Now let's go to number six. Number six says conduct a lifestyle audit for flashy state officers. Conduct a lifestyle audit for flashy state officers. Number seven says fire corrupt cabinet secretaries. Fire corrupt cabinet secretaries. Number 8 says create more opportunities for the youths. Number 9 says members of parliament, MPs, should not earn more than doctors. Number 10, reduction of members of parliament salaries and allowances, capping them at 200,000 Kenyan shillings. That is approximately $1,560. The government should reduce the members of parliament salaries. I told you, I spoke about the parliament salaries we're talking about. I told you that in the June 12th speech delivered by your president, when he was telling the rubbish, he did not tell that the senator was collecting 2.5 million naira monthly. The Kenyans here are telling the Ruto to reduce that, understand? They gave him the amount to be paying them, which is what? 200,000 Kenyan shillings, which is equivalent to what? $1,560. Then number 11, he said to curb wastage, the list advises that all government officials should use government vehicles, trains, and airplanes. Become like ordinary people. That is what the list is talking about here. List number 12 says, constitute the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission within the next 30 days. Did you hear that? In fact, number 13 says here, employ junior secondary school teachers and intern doctors. That's what 13 is saying. And let me shock you with the final demand, which I said already in my last video, that I told the Kenyans that if you want to succeed, in fact, the overall thing for people to do is to make sure that Ruto leaves office, point blank. And as if I knew, understand, it is also there in one of their demands here. And what are they saying here? They are saying, number 14 says, the final demand is that the president resigns from office. That is how it is supposed to be. Gosh, the Kenyans are very serious. They are very, very serious. And I cannot express my happiness, my satisfaction enough for the great people of Kenya. Today, I read, something on, I think, Phoenix by one Adamu Garba, one idiot who had once contested for presidency in that zoo you call Nigeria. He was saying that IPOB cannot win a referendum in the country because an average Igbo man, wants to remain in Nigeria. I want to tell that idiot, that he can never speak for us. You are nobody to decide for us. And you cannot think that your opinion, that stupid opinion, that opinion that emanated from fear, because you knew what is going to happen, you see, cannot influence us in any way. If you think Nigeria is not afraid, or Nigeria thinks we cannot win a referendum, let the referendum continue everywhere. And I've said this severally, and I'll keep on repeating again, that you cannot kill a Biafran and go scot-free. 1967 is gone. It is not 2004. This time around, our people are ready to break away, to secede from Nigeria once and for all. If you like, you can keep your zoo. Nobody cares about it. If you like, you can blaspheme Simon Ekpa. Say whatever you like. Understand? Simon Ekpa is doing the right thing. You see, this time around, we have put our lives at the crossroads, and we have no shred of fear, and we fear no death. As long as we live, we are raising men, not men who at the slightest difficulty or confrontation, they would run away, but men who would sustain the struggle as long as they breathe until Biafra is restored. Whether you like it or not, Biafra is a reality. Take it or you leave it, take it to the bank. As long as we live, we must continue to defend ourselves. There is no moral law. No moral law forbids a person to defend himself, even if it has to do with killing your attackers in self-defense. No, it is not a crime under any moral law. That's just the fact about it. In fact, sometimes whenever I read, I am often bewildered, at the inaction of my people, you see, to the massacres or to their massacres in the past. But this time around, I am telling you, you see, oppression, repression, subjugation begets rebellion. Anyhow you bring it, we are going to rebel against it. There must be rebellion. Oppression begets rebellion. That's the fact about it. This time around, we are not going to fold our hands and look at you killing our people. If you kill one, we are ready for you. We are saying it that the Biafra restoration is a reality. Get it, take it to the bank.